We are now live. Hi everybody. Welcome to my 24-hour live stream. I'm a little crazy. I have done a 24-hour concert before, and for some reason I thought it would be a great idea to do this again. So we will be streaming live for the next 24 hours because my album Heart Theory is officially now available. I actually don't know if that's totally true. We're like checking all of the things to see if it's available, but it will be available any minute now, which is very exciting. Oh my gosh, so many of you are logging on. I have been waiting for this moment for 3 years, guys, and I just feel very honored and speechless and a little bit delirious. I haven't really gotten a lot of sleep in the past few days. Oh my gosh! So this is Eric, everybody. He is just showing that album is available. It is officially available. That was Spotify. We're bringing up Apple Music right now.
It's available on Apple Music.
Oh my gosh! So I have my my 24-hour crew. The hashtag we're using, by the way, is hashtag LEATW, around the world 24. Because I did this 5 years ago, we said? October 2nd, 2015. I played for 24 hours straight. Senna's on here. What up, Senna? You're so sweet. We officially have the album of the year. Lexi, Maddie's on here. Marie's on here. What up, everybody? Thank you so much for partaking in this journey. It's going to be a long 24 hours. I'm already a little bit delirious. Oh my gosh, Clea. What up, Clea and John? I love you guys so much. So yeah, we are embarking on 24 hours going live, and who knows what we're gonna get into. Eric and Jessica and Chip are along here for the ride. So we have so many guests coming on. Basically, normally in a release week and street week, I would be in a different city every single day. And we'd be playing shows to all of your smiling faces, and I miss that so much. And so when we were planning this album release, we were like, well, what is something cool we could do to kind of bring the world together and yet still have something that is, you know, so beneficial and celebratory. And so we decided to do a 24-hour live stream concert. We're going to be focusing on every time zone around the world. And so this first hour, we are starting in our first time zone, which is in the country of Tonga, right? Eric approves my pronunciation.
That's how you pronounce it.
And we have guests coming in every single time zone throughout the world. So we're waiting for our first guest to show up, and let me know, Chip and Jess, if you see him.
Does it show up on this normal feed?
I don't know if we can see that on ours, can we?
Okay. But yeah, we're gonna have guests every single hour from the time zones that we're talking about. We have so many cool artists. Travis Standing is on here. What up, Travis? Marie's here. I'm pulling her out of an emergency teacher Zoom. Great. Courtney and Sarah are on here. Wow, everybody's here for the party. So we'll wait for our first guest to come on. But yes, we are in the time zone of Tonga, the first time zone. This is very exciting. And we are going to go through 24 different time zones. Are there 24 different time zones?
There are.
That's insane. So yeah, we are going to be focusing on the whole world. I'm a little bit all over the place right now, but don't worry, guys. We'll get in the swing of things. I also will be raising money. Oh, I think I see him. Okay, we're gonna bring him on. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. We're gonna bring on our first guest, guys. This is very exciting. This is very exciting. connecting. Peter!
Ah,
How are you?
I am good. Can you hear me?
I totally can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. And hi to everyone who's tuned in. What?
Okay, so Peter is an Olympian from Tonga. Am I saying that right, by the way?
Are you sure, Tonga? It's a tiny little island in the middle of the Pacific.
My bass player uh, corrected my pronunciation.
She said Tonga. I was like,
I totally did.
Tonga.
Most people do. Most people do.
Well, thank you for being the first official guest on my 24-hour live stream. I'm so excited to have you on. So please tell everybody, obviously you're an Olympian from Tonga. You are known, famous for going shirtless and all oiled up. It is your thing. So I want you to just tell everybody a little bit about you first, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty.
How did I know that you were going to go there, Lindsay?
How could I avoid it?
So I'm a two-time Olympian who's just qualified for his third Olympics. So I did Taekwondo in the Summer Olympics. I went and learned how to ski in under 1 year, and I qualified for the Winter Olympics. And now I've just qualified again for Taekwondo. And the goal at the moment is to be the first person in history to qualify in three sports. So I'm still trying to qualify in kayaking. The problem is that I keep coming last. So it's I'm glad I'm first on your live. It feels good being first at something for once.
See, this is starting a whole new wavelength for you, Peter.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So it's I work as a UNICEF ambassador. I worked with homeless youth for many years. So over 15 years, I was going through helping kids through their trauma and all that sort of stuff. And I saw your album, and I was like, this is really interesting. There's a song on there. What's it called? Make You?
Yeah.
Make You. Yeah, listen to that. I was like, this is really cool because when I would work at the homeless shelters, a lot of the stuff that people would go through would come up, and then you'd be there as the youth worker in the room, like trying to deal with all this stuff and help them through those times, and it really resonated with me. And I'm like, why wasn't this song ready when I was at the shelters? Because then even the video clip as well, I watched it and it was like really, really nice. Congratulations, by the way. I don't have any balloons.
You're fine. I have plenty, as you can see. Thank you so much for saying that. But that's incredible. How did you get great at so many sports? I mean, I have some girlfriends who have participated in the Olympics before, and just like me, when I'm mastering an instrument, it is hard enough to master one, let alone three. How did you decide to get so passionate about so many different things?
Well, I wanted to. So originally my thing was Taekwondo. That's kind of what I did as a kid. I was always kicking things, watching Bruce Lee movies. But then after I qualified for the first Olympics, I thought, I've kind of I've hit my goal, I've made my dream. But what is it that I can, I guess, try and impart or pass on to people to help them, accomplish their thing? So I thought, well, if I go and do a sport that I've never done before, so I did cross-country skiing, and if I can qualify in 1 year, it hasn't snowed in Tonga for probably 20,000 years since the last ice age. And if I can do that in a short period of time, then maybe someone out there watching can, push themselves that little bit further to try something new and completely different. It wasn't that I had any specific talent or sporting prowess. It's just, I think it's more just, sorry, these earbuds keep falling off, just constant grit, moving forward, hitting adversity, going through it. But I believe it's something that anyone can do if they put their mind to it. We don't have to just be a one show person. We can do multiple things.
Absolutely. And I mean, you've participated in Winter and Summer Olympics, right? Which is so incredible. Again, most athletes who are participating in Olympics have their 4-year cycles. So they're training for 4 years, but you are like, no, I will train for 2 years and then I'll flip sports and train for the next year. Pete, you're incredible. And you have carried your nation's flag specifically in the 2016 Summer Games in Rio de Janeiro. What is that like to walk into the stadium carrying your country's flag? Like, what goes through your heart? What goes through your mind in that moment?
It's something that's really hard to describe, and it's actually a really funny story behind that. We were told. So for those who know, I wore my costume, my traditional. I actually have it here. Funny enough.
Oh my
But
gosh, please show it to
this is what I
us.
wore. So this is made from the bark of a mulberry tree that's been beaten 1,000 times, kind of like me at racing, and it just gets really thin. And yeah, so I kind of we were told not to wear this. We were told to wear our to wear a suit and a tie and be the same as I guess everyone else. And I said to them, culturally, for 1,000 years, our ancestors, this is what we wore. I'm going to wear this, and they said no. So we got the outfit and snuck it into the Olympic opening ceremony in the stadium under our shirt. And the security was there. The security was there, like, hey, what's this? And we just kept walking. Culture, heritage, and we just kept walking on past. And there's 1,000 athletes behind you. So people think that when you go into an opening ceremony, it's just you and your country lined up in a line sort of thing. There's a whole stadium behind it that we wait in. And I was there waiting up until they got to the letter L. I couldn't even, my alphabet doesn't even reach the letter L, but I knew it was before T. And so we get up to the letter L, take off our clothes, our shirt, everything basically, put this on, and then we oiled up, which is in Tongan culture, this is traditional, like it's normal. And then you walk up to the stadium, and there's there were thousands of people that are just there taking photos, and I'm like, what's happening? What is this? Why is this something that they haven't seen before? And then just before you walk into the Olympic opening stadium, there's a big curtain. And it's like, okay, what's on the other side of the curtain? So I'm the flag bearer, carrying the flag, covered in oil. I step out, and it's just, I'd never experienced that level of, photos and people. And, you're so proud because you're carrying your country's hopes in that flag, but also as an athlete. I go up, 5 minutes in, an athlete comes to me and says, "You're trending in every country around the world." And I said to them, I don't know what the hell trending means, but it sounds cool. Because at that stage, I'm just a kid. I'm just a coconut from the island, so I had no idea what all that was. And just it's a privilege to be able to represent your country.
Absolutely. What a cool, incredible story. That is so inspirational. And I do not know how you had the courage to do that past security. We played the Olympics when they were in Vancouver. I think it was in 2010, the Winter Olympics. And we played downtown Vancouver at like Alberta House. And then we went to the Athletes Village and played in the Athletes Village. But the security to get in the Athletes Village was insane. It was incredible. Like there were 6 security points. They had to open up our guitar cases and our amps and our pedal boards every single time and make sure. And I completely understand, they wanted to make sure everything was so safe, but that is so impressive that you were able to pull that off, because I know the security is just at another level.
Well, on every street corner, you had a military vehicle with a machine gun turret. Every street corner for 10 kilometers outside of the Olympic Village. But, with great risk comes great reward as well. So, it's easy. It's nice. We're in COVID time, so a little bit of a comfort zone here in my lounge room. But I've always thought that when we risk big, we get big as well. Our failings are a little bit bigger as well, but that's okay. But we never reach that. We never reach that point, and that's something I really respect about you coming out with this album. Tell me more. I'm sure you're going to get this for 24 hours. People asking you about your album, but I am a country fan.
Thank you, Peter. That's amazing.
Honestly.
Well, yeah, I have been working on this album for the past 3 years, and as artists, I mean, it's kind of, I guess, like training for the Olympics, even though you're on like a fast track because you do this flip every 2 years. But yeah, it takes us a long time to prepare an album, just as I guess training for the Olympics does. And so I feel like I have been in training for this day. And I just decided to spend this day on a live for 24 hours the whole time so I can celebrate it and highlight time zones around the world. And I wanted Tonga to be the first time zone, and you are definitely in first place as the first guest.
Yes.
One more question for you. How do you feel that the Olympics were postponed?
I got a phone call. I got a phone call from the Tongan committee, and they said, Peter, the Olympics has been postponed, and then all the media starts calling me, and you must feel devastated that the Olympics is postponed. I said I couldn't be happier.
Really?
I got a whole year to actually get better. So I did a 6-month training camp to try and qualify. I fractured a rib a week before the qualification period. I missed out on the kayaking, and then a week later I had to fight in taekwondo, and lucky enough I qualified. But I needed the time to heal. So when they said the Olympics has been pushed back a year, I was like, that's terrible. Terrible. I absolutely love it. Gives me more time to learn how to kayak as well.
Then.
No, absolutely. I think most things you can kind of twist them in a way to be, human nature. We kind of dwell on and lean towards the negative, but I think we can put a positive on most things.
I'm completely with you, Peter. I love looking at the silver lining on pretty much any situation in life. And I even think that this COVID time, as much as all of us have had to adapt, I think we're going to come out of 2020 as stronger people. I think that we're evaluating our jobs and finding out places that we can do things more efficiently. I think that we are prioritizing things in our lives and hopefully healing in so many ways, physically and mentally and emotionally.
Absolutely.
Of which case, sometimes we just are working so hard and going so fast that we don't actually have the attention or dedication to focus on those things.
We've kind of been forced to stop, haven't we? We've been forced to stop and say, I appreciate people now because I don't get to see them all the time. We're stuck in our places. And the Olympics next year, I can think of a better time for the world to come together.
Honestly.
Then after all, there's a whole lot of craziness happening right now in the world, and I'm like, that's not good for everyone's, mental well-being, their emotional well-being. So, like an athlete, we got to look after our body, but we got to look after our mind and our spirit as well. All part of the same.
Sometimes,
the same
arguably,
equation.
I think that the mind and the spirit and your mental capacity is even more important because, by getting this right, then you can get this and this right.
Oh, absolutely. The first thing when someone asked me, because I wrote a book on motivation, and they asked me, how do I get to the gym? Basically, how do I do it every day? And I said to them, it's not about the body; it's about the spirit first. The spirit says, there's something bigger than me that I have to move towards. The mind then wakes you up and says, are there kids? Get your ass out of bed. So it's, the mind is always first. The body then follows. And you've seen the homeless shelters when I was working with all the kids. When you can help someone emotionally and mentally, they just flourish in all areas of life. So yeah, absolutely. I got a question for you. 24 hours. This is the opening leg. How are you going to survive 24 hours physically, mentally, and emotionally?
Well, Peter, let me just tell you, it all starts from up here and right here. And these two things are in the right place. I don't know if my body physically is well rested enough, but right here are in the right places. And I feel so blessed to be surrounded by so many incredible humans that I feel like sometimes when you surround yourself with the right people, that it is that extra fuel to keep you going.
And they're going to be bringing you coffee for the
yes,
for
we
the
have
next.
lots of coffee, we have cacao, we have food, we have chefs coming on.
Sweets.
So it's going to be an eventful 24 hours. So what is the title of your book, just so everybody can go check this out? Because I want to go get a copy of this the minute I get off.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you one. So this is a book. It's called the Motivation Station. Excuse that shirtless guy over there.
No. Remove your hand. Come on. Woo!
So
guys.
The Motivation Station, an essential guide to becoming your greatest version. So I wrote this myself. There was no ghostwriter, shadow writer. I edit it myself, so if there's a couple of full stops in the wrong spot, just keep reading.
That's a
But
lot of work. Good for you.
Yeah, it's available on Amazon, and what it is it's everything that I've learned in homeless shelters, in qualifying for the Olympics multiple times, um, and it's to help people, I guess, become their greatest version. There's stories in here about overcoming anxiety, about overcoming depression. Some of the things that I saw and worked through in the shelters. But then it's a happy book. You put down the book and you're like, you feel empowered. So it's something I'm very proud of because I put a lot of hours into it, and I believe that anyone who reads it will hopefully benefit from it. So on Amazon, shameless plug.
Absolutely. Everybody, you need to go get the Motivation Station. Eric just ordered it. Can
What?
he just ordered
Wait,
it on
here.
Amazon. There we go. Thank you for your
I'm
purchase.
just I'm signing it for you. Now you've got a signed copy.
I love it. That's amazing.
Electronic signature.
Well, Peter, thank you so much for agreeing to come on this live stream. Thank you for being our first official guest to kick us off. You will definitely always stay in first place on my Around the World 24-hour live stream.
I'm going to be jumping in and out just to make sure that you're staying awake for the next 24 hours. I'm going to be
please keep tabs on me.
Messaging
I will need
your
all
team.
the help I can get. I send you all of the love and the best vibes for your training. I hope all of your ribs and body heal so that you can get back training. And I'm so excited for you. Eric and I are both going to be reading your book coming out here, and I just appreciate you being our first guest tonight.
Thank you, and good luck with the album. I mean, I've heard some of it, and from what I've heard, it's going to take off. I'm getting ready to purchase it. So, and to everyone that's joined in, this lady up here is going to take it. She's going to take it to the world. And I just appreciate that you've invited me onto your show, onto your 24 hours to take that first leg.
Well, you are welcome any time, Peter. Our first time zone of the world, Tonga. We are kicking this thing off for 24 hours. Thank you so much, Peter.
Okay, guys, take care. Lindsay, take care. Hey.
Thank you. Take care. Bye. How awesome was he? That was amazing.
I really like that dude.
I really like him too.
That was your 30 minutes in. It's all right.
I heard Chip being like, I really like him.
I was like, what an inspiring person.
By the way, I did not realize I had lipstick on my teeth at the beginning of that interview. I was like so into talking to PETA and like figuring out talking points. And then Eric gave me this message. And I was like, oh, got it. Cool.
Your lipstick on teeth.
Your publicist was texting.
Great. And then I wasn't reading people's comments because I was just so engaged in our first guest that then I looked at myself and I was like, oh yeah, shit, I have, well, I just swore on this. I have lipstick on my teeth, which is terrible because I am kind of at a low mental capacity right now. I have not had a lot of sleep this week. I've been putting in 16-hour days doing press from like 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. most days. We talk to the UK and Germany in the morning. We talk to most of North America in the day. And then we've been talking to Australia to pay homage to Eric's beautiful country at night. And so I've been doing interviews at like 10 p.m. So I'm just like kind of going on fumes right now. And yeah, I made sure I didn't have lipstick on my teeth. And then I put lipstick on just before we went live. And then I messed it all up. So yeah, that's great. That's great.
It's like the women knew what it was. And I was like, she needs to brush her teeth.
Guys, I mean, we are 30 minutes in. Adam said swear words in the first 30 minutes. You know what? We're just going to hold hands together and get through this. Yeah, Peter was awesome.
Like,
you guys should order his book. I should order his book right now too. All right, so what I was going to talk about, we need to figure out how to put this donation button on.
Yes.
Do we know how to do that?
I don't, but I can call them.
We don't know. We'll figure this out.
You can message something and pin a comment. No,
Okay.
even then, that's not linked.
Anyways, we will be live for 24 hours. We are raising money for the Make You movement, my foundation, which we're going to figure out how to put this link live. Again, we probably should have figured that out beforehand. We talked about it. We thought it was going to be easier, but that's just part of this process, guys. And we have 23 hours and 33 minutes to figure that out. Eric is here. We're going to be playing music. Let's see if the album is downloadable. Okay. We're going to Apple Music and oh my gosh, it's available, guys. You can listen to the whole record. Let's see. We should play a little bit of one song. Eric, you choose.
I think Hits Me. That's a
Hits
perfect.
Me.
It's the
Okay.
first song of the album.
First song of the album on my laptop speakers, I guess.
Well, that's the only way they're gonna hear it.
Perfect. Great. Okay. Oh yeah, that's so loud. This is okay. Why is
can't
it?
hear it.
My laptop should be going louder than that. I don't
Oh, you have
understand.
your speakers. I'll bring your speakers closer.
Oh man, what would I do without my tech crew? This is clearly so well thought out. Guys, by like hour 8, we're gonna be rocking. So by the time most of you go to sleep and wake up, by the time you check in with me, we're gonna have like speakers set up. I mean, it's gonna be great. By that point, we'll have download links. By that point, we'll have all the kinks worked out. But I'm very excited. We have guests every single hour. We are focusing in on timelines or time zones throughout the world, and bringing in guests from all over the world today for the next 24 hours. Sarah said they'll be here. Are you guys gonna stay up with me for 24 hours? I would expect nothing but Sarah and Courtney. Yeah, Eric and I will take requests. No promises, but we will learn things on the spot, as well as we're gonna perform the whole album.
I guess so.
I mean, Eric is such a good musician; he can play whatever. And yeah, we're gonna play the whole album, as well as. So I did a 24-hour concert 5 years ago. It was October 2nd, 2015, and Jess was with me the whole time. It was so cold. It was rainy and windy. It was downtown Nashville. Jess, like sweet Jess, here you can see our setup here. Jess, say hello.
Hi.
Say also hello to our crew here. Wait, hello. It's just a party up in here. So Jess like stayed out with me for 24 hours. She had like a lawn chair. She brought me food. She's just such an angel. And it was a miserable day. Like it was cold. It was rainy and wet and windy. But yeah, I played for 24 hours straight. And I thought my fingers were gonna be sore playing guitar for that long, but it was actually my voice that was so tired by the end of it. So who knows by the end of 24 hours, because I won't be singing the whole time like last time, but I will be talking most of the time. So we'll see, guys. We are 30 minutes in.
They want to hear Hits Me?
Oh my gosh, look at this. He's officially, oh, that's so much better. Okay, this is how the record starts, guys. Happy Heart Theory. Ain't supposed to be going out. I'm supposed to be crying at home. Ain't supposed to be having this much fun when I just got my heart broke. It might look like breaking out is easier for me, but you can't always believe what you see. I'm happy till it hits me. When nothing but history. It's too late to go back there again. We're better off as friends, and I can stay distracted like nothing ever happened. But that's until it pulls me under. Wondering if you miss me. I'm happy till it hits me, hits me, hits me. I'm happy till it hits me, hits me, hits me. I ain't for a rebound. I'm starting to me now. Oh, honestly, I'm trying to learn to live this life without you. It might look like letting go is easier for me, So you know I'm gonna dance all night. So you know I'm gonna act like you're the last thing that's on my mind. Till it hits me and I turn on the radio, and I can't help but listen and let it. I miss you. Great job, DJ. All right, guys, that is the first song of Heart Theory. It's so fun. I mean, is that weird to play you the record while we're here?
No.
I needed to play along to the guitar solo because I felt like that was just the right thing. Eric and I will actually perform the whole record, but oh my gosh, Austin's on here. What up, goody? Why aren't you here? Austin's coming, right? At some point?
Is he?
Oh, Ray's on.
Or is he fired?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe he's fired.
Ray's here. Let's see if we can bring Ray on for a minute. Ray also has a record. Let's see if she'll come on for a minute. She also has a record dropping
right now
tonight. It's like a celebration of new music. Oh my gosh!
I love you.
I love you. Congratulations.
We both have records out today.
We both have records out today. How fun and exciting is that?
I love you so much. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you. Guys, you need to go listen to Baytown.
You
Ray's
need to go
record
listen to
just
Heart
dropped.
Theory.
This
Best
is so
record
exciting
in the
to be
world.
able to celebrate each other on the same day.
I know. I just love it that we were just so excited that our records were coming out on the same day. We were just like, oh my God, my best friend.
I know. And it's so crazy because as artists, we work so long and so hard for these things. And then when the day finally comes, it feels surreal. And the fact that we can celebrate together is so awesome.
When did you start working on Heart Theory?
Ray, I probably have been working on this record for 2.5 years.
I knew it was a while because we were talking about it I felt like forever ago.
I know.
And then you were kind of figuring out when you wanted to put it out, with the pandemic and stuff. I'm just so glad you put it out. It's such a masterpiece. Genuinely.
Well, likewise, when did you start working on Baytown?
Same thing. It's been a year. Since we've I feel like it's like we put out Bra Off in November, and then we decided to make it an actual EP, and we're like, do we want to do an album or an EP? But then we just decided to do 6 songs, and I'm so excited about it.
Such a good song. And Ray, you guys need to check out all of her badass videos she's been putting out. She's been filming all of these really creative, fearless
You're so sweet.
videos where she wears the coolest clothes and costumes,
so
and she has miniature ponies, and she is so
I think my favorite part about the miniature pony is he was a boy with pink hair. He was just a sweet old little pony. We're just cracking up because this little Spotify canvases where you can pick what's going to be on it. We put some really funny ones, and the one I used for Judging to Jesus is me doing a boomerang, and I didn't realize at the CMT Awards that Ashton Kutcher was behind me, and I'm doing this body roll and doing my classic ghetto face that I do when I'm dancing, and Ashton Kutcher's just subtly in the background kind of giving me the side eye. and that's what we use for the Spotify canvas, and it might be my favorite thing that we've done today.
Stop it. That's what you use for your, I need to go look at that.
You have to go look at it. It's pretty funny.
So Ashton Kutcher's in your Spotify canvas?
Yeah, I don't know. It probably will have to go down in 24 hours, knowing him. His PR team's going to be like, hey, we can't have that up. But it's funny.
Right.
24 hours.
Okay, so everybody go look at the Spotify canvas
It's
right
pretty cool.
now. Before
So you're going to be on here for 24 hours?
Dude, I don't know what I've gotten myself into. Yeah, I'm
I
going
love
live for 24 hours.
Are you playing music the whole time? What are you doing? Are you going to?
I'm doing a little bit of everything. I'm going to be
Okay.
playing music. I'm going to have guests on. I'm like kind of focusing on time zones around the whole world. So we just had PETA, an incredible Olympian from Tonga, like our first time zone. And then we go to New Zealand next hour. And then we go to, oh my gosh, Eric brought it up. New Zealand next hour. And then Australia. Eric, my bass player, is here. And he found your canvas. Look at Ashton Kutcher.
I told you, it's funny.
That's amazing. Girl, that's
So
amazing.
So you're like, it's kind of like a Around the World with Lindsay L. 24
Around the World
hours.
with Lindsay L. Yep, for 24 hours because I'm crazy like that, and you know that about me.
You're
but
a freaking queen like that. That's I'm
I love
obsessed
for
with you.
that.
Well, congrats, babe, and I'm so excited for you. I love you so
Congratulations
much.
for you. How are you celebrating? Are you and Josh doing something fun?
No, he's actually not here. I'm just hanging out with a few friends, and we're just chilling. You know me. Just doing it
Amazing.
pandemic style.
Pandemic style, aren't we all? Well, I'm sending you so much love. I'm so proud
love
of you.
you.
Everybody go check out Baytown.
Y'all check out Heart Theory. You're my girl.
I love you, girl.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye, babe.
Bye. How fun is this? I'm just going to bring on all my friends as they come on, tune into this. Ray, I love you so much. Yeah, Ray has a record out today. Kaylee Hammock has a record on. I told Kaylee she should jump in to this party. So probably sometime tomorrow she'll jump in. As well as Kane Brown dropped an EP tonight. So it's just a really good day for new music. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have a bunch of you guys on. We'll just see how this day goes. We are 40 minutes in. We're 40 minutes in, Eric. How do we feel?
We haven't talked crazy stuff yet.
We haven't. I mean,
Conspiracies. We're gonna talk conspiracies.
Oh, great. On our bus talk. So after a show, when we're driving to the next place, we like get into deep conversation every night. It's Eric's favorite thing, and so who knows? By about 4 a.m., it might get interesting.
We can do a little therapy session for your fans.
Perfect.
We can invite some of them and ask them like,
Great.
what do you do with your
What
life?
is your darkest secret? What is your deepest fear?
Or like, what do you fear the most and why haven't you tackled it?
That's Eric's favorite question. Yeah, anytime somebody comes on the bus for the first time, he's like, hi, my name is Eric. So what is your greatest fear in life? He just gets right to it. Yeah.
We're all gonna die, so.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, yeah, we're going to probably play the full record over the course of the next 24 hours. We're going to perform the whole record. We're gonna have, Eric doesn't even know what I've signed him up for. He just said he's a part of my team, which I
Job
really
security.
appreciate. You already have your job. You don't need job security, but we're gonna do like a sunrise set at 6 a.m. It's gonna be so lovely. But when the sunrise comes up, we're gonna do a little set. I have so many cool guests, guys, coming from different countries. Everything from athletes, obviously, to musicians, to chefs, to incredible speakers, to poets, to wizards, to my parents. I told my parents, I FaceTimed them and I was like, Mom and Dad, would you come on my live? And they were like, how do you come on a live? And so I was talking them through it. So we're gonna have my parents on. It's just gonna be a fun 24 hours, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, we might need to take a nap. We're definitely gonna be cooking. Who knows? Who knows what is going to happen?
We're gonna walk around downtown Nashville.
Danny
and then
Nather's here. Yeah.
First one to get Corona wins.
No, that's a terrible idea. I will not be going close to Broadway anytime soon. I'm not going near that place. Gosh, it would have been fun if we could have went and bought the CD.
Oh yeah.
But We can like buy it
Go
from
to
the merch store.
Walmart.
Is it even in Walmart?
Good question.
That's a good question.
Really good.
Is Walmart still open?
That's a good point.
I think they're closing at like 10.
Well, maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
Postmates.
Papa L.
Oh, Postmates a CD.
Postmates? Oh my goodness, that's such a good idea. Okay. All right, we'll try to Postmates a CD. For the time being, I want to show you guys my my computer because Eric showed it on Spotify, and this is so exciting. This is so exciting to me because it is in the iTunes store. Guys, Heart Theory. So this has Heart Theory, The Project, my song with Brantley, The Continuum Project. By the way, this is such a moment. You can click on the record and it loads. Ah! This is pretty crazy. This is like such a moment. There's a lot of things you can read there about the record. The track listing, that, as you can see, has a whole bunch of random capital letters that spells a hidden message that if you haven't found out what that is yet, you can definitely see it. But this is amazing. This is very, very cool. So we're going to download this. It's downloading. It's downloading, guys. Software updates. I always have software updates. The minute I software update my computer, it's like ready to go again. There's like software updates every day. Anyways, this is downloading. It's downloaded. This is so exciting. Well, guys, it's officially here. It's officially here. Available to the world. You guys already have it on Apple Music, on Spotify, on Amazon Music. Okay, so we downloaded the record. Now I need to put this phone holder. Okay, I think we're back in action. All right, make use my favorite. Okay, we'll get there. We'll totally get there. We may even bring the keyboard up here, just because.
I have instructions for you if you want to
Instructions?
pin the donation.
Ooh, yeah. I think that's a great thing.
I'm going to text. Are you getting text on that phone?
Nope. Probably should have thought about that. Oh, but I see this.
Can you click on a comment and pin it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
you can message
Great
it.
idea.
I'll message it. Okay.
And then
Great.
we can pin it.
There we go.
Marie got it on pre-order and vinyl. Guys, we have a vinyl. My first vinyl ever, which is very exciting. Very exciting.
Can you pin any comment?
No, you can pin any comment.
But I could
I don't know,
copy
try
and
now.
paste a comment. Okay, did you send it to
try,
me?
click on someone's comment
Here.
and see if you can pin it.
Why don't you send me the link and I'll like.
I'm gonna comment with the link and then see if you can
Okay.
pin that. But it like
Austin says hi, Chip.
hi Austin.
You're fired.
But they won't be able to click the link anyway, right?
No, I can't click a link from.
You
So-
can't?
Why don't we? How do you feel about changing the link in your bio or adding it to Linktree and just telling people to go?
Oh yeah, go to your bio. Make it.
It already is. The link for Making Movement is in my bio. So I guess,
We'll just keep
definitely
in mind
do
to
that. But I'm going to figure out the donation button.
There is a donation button that we need to try and figure out, but I don't know if you're set up as an organization that's a 501c3. You know?
Well, we're getting too much into the business.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just tell people to go to the link in your bio and click Make You Move.
What's your social, Lindsay?
okay, for now, go to the link in my bio and click on the link for the Making Movement. But we are going to figure this button out between
Passport
now
number,
and the
social
next
security.
24 hours. Yeah, your social security number, your passport number, your
That's some, like, guys, I don't know why you guys, if Lindsay messages you without a blue tick,
oh my goodness, don't even get me started on that.
not her.
You can pin my comment. I just commented and see if you can at least like.
Just press once.
Oh, pin
Yes.
comment.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
I mean, we'll take that.
Everybody knows my handle.
Yeah. Everybody,
Who's
that's
Chip?
Chip.
I'm just doing it to like get more followers.
Yeah. He
Follow
really,
Chip,
he
everyone.
really is just here to get more followers. He doesn't really care about what we're doing. He's just here to get more followers. He's here for the gram. I wish I could copy this. My goodness. Okay, well.
I'll text it to you so you can show you.
Kurt's on here. What up, Kurt? Here, we should see if Kurt wants to go live. We need to restart this live every hour. And so I feel like we should play a song before this hour
maybe, and then
finishes. But I'm going to bring Kurt on for a few minutes. Why not? I'm just going to bring on all my friends for this first little bit. What up?
What up?
Did you know I was going to bring you on live? Sorry, I didn't give you any
did
warning.
not.
I didn't give you any warning. But you're on like CNN all the time. So coming on Insta Story is like
It's
small
not bad.
apples.
I'm actually getting ready soon to go to sleep because I have to wake up. I'm in California right now. And tomorrow morning at 8:50 a.m. Eastern time on Morning Joe, we're going to have a guy named Brad Paisley on with us to talk about the No I Am Beer video, which you and I are both in, I believe.
Yep, yours truly. That was such a fun video to shoot. And
It was awesome.
Brad did such a good job of it. He featured people from all over the world.
Something like 37 countries, 200 people are in it. Only Brad
So
would think
crazy.
of something like that and be able to pull it. I mean, there's
Yeah.
Peyton Manning and Clayton Kershaw and Tim McGraw, Jimmy Allen. It's awesome. And what I love about it was when Darius Rucker did his bit, he was completely hammered during that whole thing. And he actually called Brad the next day to like apologize. Like, hey, I was too drunk for that. And Brad's like, no, we're going to keep that. We're going to use that.
That's amazing. Brad Paisley, what a guy. We toured with Brad for a year and a half. Kurt came out to so many of those shows. Kurt, you were like the best supporter ever.
I'll never forget the show, and I think it might have been Holmdel, New Jersey, or Jones Beach, New York. I can't remember which one, but it was you, Dustin Lynch, Chase Bryant, Brad was that tour, and Kevin Jonas ends up on stage one night.
I remember that.
Rocking out, playing the guitar, and that was my personal favorite tour because I was such a legit fan of every one of the artists who played on that tour. And I know Brad loved having you on just because, like, you know, he's a guitar aficionado, and what most people would never believe is that Brad's the kind of guy that will show up at the venue 3 hours ahead of time and just play around with amps and sound and his 45 billion guitars. And I know they love that you share that passion.
It was my favorite thing to watch his sound check every day because
Yeah.
he would open like his large pedal drawer and it was like a kid in a candy store for me. And yet he's so perfect with his delivery. As a guitar player, I just have so much respect for how technically great he is. I mean, he's a wonderful human being, great performer, amazing songs, but he's technically perfect. Like every night, like he doesn't make mistakes.
I mean,
It's very
Brad,
frustrating.
as talented of an entertainer and performer he is, he really is a musician first. And I think
It really is.
people
It really
don't
is.
understand that about him is he is as happy as can be when he's just jamming out on his guitar.
know.
It just so happens he's also an insanely gifted songwriter and performer and all of that. It's really unfair
totally.
that he has that much talent in one person. That shouldn't be
It
allowed.
really is. Well, Kurt, I know you need to go to bed, but I saw you on here and I was like, I'm going to bring him on. I'm going to bring on all my friends as they log on. But thank you for logging on to this. I appreciate your support with Heart Theory so much. You guys need to check out the Morning Hangover. Kurt runs this whole page, and it's just such a great way to stay updated with all things, as well as you can see him on CNN and all these crazy places. He's just such a celebrity. He's such a
Jack of
celebrity.
all trades, but I'm so proud of you. I love your album. I love how personal it is and what insight we're getting into your life. And I'm just so proud to call you my friend.
Well, likewise, please say hello to your beautiful wife for me, and I hope I can see you guys in person soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Guys, I have lipstick on my teeth again. I'm taking off this lipstick. Wait, I need to go. When you go like this, it's like supposed to. Is that better?
Is the lipstick in my teeth?
Damn it! I bought this new lip gloss. Is that better?
No.
Damn it! Guys!
It looks like I'm gonna be Lindsay for 5 minutes.
Stand by. This is so frustrating.
Heart theory.
Okay. Hey, this is hour 1. We're just struggling a little bit. It's gonna be better hour 2. I'm gonna change my lipstick so it doesn't end up on my teeth the whole time. And Eric and I are gonna play. Whew. All right. We are almost 1 hour in, guys. Only 23 hours to go. Wow, I have like a lot of reverb on this. Marie likes your bass. Senna, it is the YSL lip gloss. I need to figure out how to set it better. Cool.
You're starting it. Let's do that.
I am. Yeah. I think this is the song we should start with. Throughout the course of the next 24 hours, we are going to play the whole record / things that you request / we'll play the actual tracks of the record. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to loop stuff.
Okay.
Typical, you always want what you can't have. As soon as I moved on, started missing me so bad. Saying maybe we should try again, try to get it right again. Saying, do we have to be done? Don't know why I said goodbye then. And honestly, I get where you're coming from. 'Cause if I were you, I miss my kiss, I miss me, keeping you up all night. If I were you, I know that losing me would make me lose my mind. You ain't gonna find nobody like me. I'm the best you ever had, and I'm always gonna be so. If I were you, I'd want me back too. Yeah, I don't wanna go back to that weekend in LA. Bet that hotel bed ain't never been the same, babe. Damn it, we were so good then. Think of what we could have been if you'd have just tried. 'Cause I think that I'm worth it. I thought you were perfect, but you had your time. If I were you, I miss my kiss, I miss me, keeping you up all night. If I were you, I know that losing me would make me lose my mind. You ain't gonna find nobody like me. I'm the best you ever had, and I'm always gonna be so. If I were you, I'd want me back too. Typical, you always want what you can't have. If I were you, I miss my kiss, I miss me, keeping you up all night. If I were you, I know that losing me would make me lose my mind. You ain't gonna find nobody like me. I'm the best you ever had, and I'm always gonna be so. If I were you, All right, the first live song of our 24-hour live show. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I will be live for the next 24 hours. We will be stopping each hour on the hour because Instagram only lets you do an hour at a time, of which case we'll try to load that on IGTV and then start the new one. So at the top of each hour, there may be like a couple minute lag, but I'm going to fix my lipstick and I'm going to load this on IGTV and then start back up again. Huge thank you to PETA from Tonga for being our first guest, our first time zone of the world. We are traveling to New Zealand next, and we have another special guest for you. So, yes, Rashna, 1 hour down, 23 to go. I love all of you who are brave enough to partake in the next 23 hours with me. And yeah, let's do this, guys. All right, so goodbye, and I will see you back in a couple minutes.